Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it, guys. And you're a new subscriber and you subscribe to my party jollof rice or any of my recipe and you're seeing this face. I'm the lady that make the party jollof rice and the other recipe. So thank you. You're welcome to my channel. And I tell you, try to get to watch more of my video. The more you're watching, the more you get to know me. But I'm going to quickly introduce myself in a little way, in a small way. Okay, so my name is Janet Ubeji. I'm happily married with 3 lovely kids. And my channel is about a lot of things that you guys have been seeing on the channel right now. A lot of cooking, a lot of talking, a lot of this, a lot of that. Okay, but I tell you guys, yeah, those of you my old subscriber, you want to know more about me, I tell you guys, just continue watching me. The more you are watching me every day, the more you get to know about me. So this video is about, I don't know what the title is gonna be yet, but I tell you guys, by the time I'll finish, I'll figure out a title for it. Let me just put coconut oil in my lips so that the topic can continue nicely, so my mouth can be moving nicely. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah, baby. So I get this comments a lot, and before I jump into the comments I get a lot, I just want to thank you guys with the comments, with the video I made the other day about I was accused of stealing a toy. Thank you all for your kind comments. That really touches me, you know. Thank you so much for your support. Again, that's, I don't even know how to thank you guys. I'll just be thanking you guys, and you know, I said my God be thanking you guys, something like that. Yeah, thank you so much. So the reason why I'm making this video today, I get this comments a lot. I just want to like explain things to you guys. Most of you that you might know, but maybe you are pretending as if you don't know, or you don't know, you don't have any idea, you know. The kind of comments I normally get, I'm not saying there's a problem with the comments, I'm just trying to let you guys know that this is life. Okay, you can never win in this life. Like win. You have to continue fighting and fighting every day. Fight on every. That's why people say it's only when you die you have peace, you know. Ojo kul, ojo simi. That's what people say. So I get this comment a lot on my videos saying, oh Janet, you're so lucky with everything you go through. Those of you that you know about some of my childhood, what I told you guys I went through and all that, some of you send me a comment that it's okay, at least God have turned everything around. I'm happily married now. I have kids. I have my own home. Everything is going well. No more worried. You know, everything is going great. No more worries. So I should not worry myself. And I want to tell you guys that you guys might think that is what is happening now. There's no problem. I don't need to worry anymore. But I tell you guys, I'm still worrying. I worried every day. Every single time I worried, because I have to worry to survive. I tell you guys, I have to worry to survive. And those of you that you don't know, or you know, for you to get married is another, it's kind of another challenge that you go through. If you don't know, I'm not scaring those of you that you're single, like, oh really, yeah, seriously, no, I'm not scaring you. Marriage is lovely, it's wonderful, but I'm telling you guys that even me, before I got married, you know, before I even plan I want to get married at all, I'm always like kind of looking forward to when I get married, to kind of wait to have my husband, to have my kids, to have my own home, to control myself, nobody will be controlling me, to have a wonderful life, no more fighting with this life, like no more fighting with this life. You guys comprehend? No more fighting with the life, with the world or anything. But not knowing that when you get married, you are entering another war. You guys comprehend? If you're a married woman or you're a married man, you know what I'm talking about. You are entering another war. Marriage is a war that anybody that wins the battle That's why I'm always trying to get close to. If you guys know me or you heard some of my videos, what I said, I like to get close to those women that they are older than me. They're approaching their 50s or they are in their 40s, and they've been married for maybe 20 years or 15 years, you know, or something, years, and they are still living their marriage. I like to get close to those kind of people so that they can enlighten me. You know, I'll learn more from them. You know, I learn more, because I tell you, I did not learn anything before I got married to my husband. I know most of you are lucky. You grew up with your parents. Your mom will tell you, this is what you can do in your husband's house. This is what you cannot do. This is what you can do. This is what you cannot do. I did not get any of that, because I did not grow up with my mom. I grew up with different kind of family, different character, different attitude. You guys, you understand? Some family I live with, couples, they are so loving. If you see the way they share their love, they are the best love in town. And some family, they are like roar, 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 roar. And some of them like loving, some of them roar, roar. So I try to pick some good thing that I think it might help me. And sometimes when you even see married couple out there and you see that they are holding hands, everything is going well, it's a lie, yo. It's a lie. Things are not going well. They are just doing that to fool the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not saying marriage is not good, and I'm not saying my husband and I, we don't get along very well. My husband and I get along very well. Like, I always tell him that in my next life, if he come to me that he want me to marry him, is him I'll marry, because I see myself that if my husband did not marry me, I don't think anybody will marry me, guys, because I'm very stubborn. As you guys are seeing me, I'm very, very stubborn. I always tell him that if I was tell my children that, you know, in my next life, if there's a second life, your daddy come to me, is him I'll marry. Me and my husband, we get along very well, but sometimes, you know, as a married couple, they, you know, everybody have, you know, misunderstanding. Marriage is not always sweet, but we always find a way to settle it, and the next day we move on, we lie. Like before, when I was new in my marriage, before, I always just cry if my husband and I have argument, you know, like small arguments, like maybe for 1 week, everybody will just be silent, will not talk to each other. You know, I'm talking about, I'm married to my husband about, my daughter is 11, 12, 13. I'm married to my 11, 12, 13. I'm married to my husband, like, okay, I've known my husband 13 years now, 13 going to 14 years, yeah. And those days I'm talking about 10, 11 years ago, anytime we have arguments, like for 1 week or sometimes 2 weeks, we'll not talk to each other. Yes, will not talk to me. You know, we're just in the house, we'll not talk to each other. But the more we are growing the marriage, the more we are opening our eyes. We are like, life is too short. Okay, let's do blah, 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 and let's get along the next day or even few minutes later. You know, that is what is going on. So, but the reason why I'm making this video is that most of you that you are saying I have nothing to worry about, I'm still worrying. I'm still learning, and I'm still fighting life. I'm still fighting life. I'm still fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my children's life. I'm fighting for my husband's life. I'm just fighting a lot in this life. I don't know, but I tell you guys, marriage is wonderful. And as I'm saying, if you are one of my viewer and you are still single and you are living with your parents, or you are not living with your parents but you have a relationship with your parents, I will advise, or you don't have a relationship with your parents, I mean, try to build up a relationship with your parents, or I mean especially your mom. Or you can also get close to your dad too, because you know that's help as well. Or even though you don't have your parents but you have somebody alive, somebody that you're close to, like maybe it can be your auntie or your cousin, you know, or your mommy's sister or your daddy's family that you are really close to. I advise you to get close to them, and you know that they are married, they are in husband's house, so that they'll be able to tell you all sort of things. Those days that I just had my baby, my first daughter, which is 11, she's going to be 12, when I just had her, when she was between 6 months to 1 year. Anytime my husband and I have arguments, I'll go to the room and I'll cry and cry and cry and cry. And I wish there's somebody I can talk to. Even though sometimes when my mom call me, because I still have my mom, she's still well, she's young, she's gonna turn 50 in another 2 years time. So you see, I'm blessed. My mom is still very young, alive, my dad too, you know. So those days when my husband and I have arguments, sometimes my mom will call me to say, hello, how are you, how is the baby? I'll say I'm fine, but I cannot tell my mom that is what I'm going through. Like, not going through, it's not like nothing, you know, just like little arguments, and I see it as big deal. And the reason why I see those kind of arguments a big deal is because of what I've experienced in my childhood. And I was hoping that when I get married, everything will be so smooth, there will be roles, nothing will happen. This is my point. Not knowing that when you get married, there will be arguments, you and your husband will you have misunderstandings sometimes. And you know, me, I didn't know all that. I just think that when I'm married, everything will be fine, there won't be arguments, there won't be anything, does everything smoothly. That's what I think. But I did not grow up with my mom that will tell me that, oh, sometimes, you know, when you are married, there'll be, you know, you and your husband can have a little misunderstanding. Do things like this that will make him happy, do things like this that will prevent that. Maybe when your husband talk, don't talk back at him, or something like that. Do you understand? I did not see anybody to tell me that. Nobody. At that point, I was really suffering a lot. I was suffering inside. That sometimes when my husband and I have arguments, I will cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. I don't have anybody to talk to. But I'm one of my auntie, not one of my auntie, my auntie. She's like a mother to me, a sister, a friend, somebody that I can talk to. She's the only person I talk to. It's not like I'm saying, you guys, when you have an argument, misunderstanding with your husband, you should go and report, you should go and tell your auntie or your uncle or everybody. You have to know one particular person that is important in your life that you can talk to. So she's that kind of auntie that I feel free to talk to. So sometimes I just want to talk to somebody because it's only me and my daughter. When my husband go to work, he come back very late, you know, maybe around 7 in the night. He will leave her in the house around 8, come back around 7. So when we have that kind of arguments, or I'm lonely, I just want to talk to somebody, you know. I want to talk, and I'll tell my auntie what happened, and what I would expect my auntie to say, she will not say that. Sometimes I'm disappointed that what's the point of me even telling you this, what is happening, you know. So sometimes when I cry to my auntie, I tell my auntie, but this is what happened last night. He said this to me, and I said that to him. My auntie be like, hey, so is that all? Is that all you are saying? You are like this as if the whole heaven want to fall. And I'm like, seriously? Okay, auntie, you're on my side. I said that in my mind. And then I now sit down. Okay, then when my daughter was 13 months old, my first daughter, which will be 12 in a few months, when she was 13 months old, I discovered I was pregnant again. That pregnancy wasn't planned. And I was so nuts. I'm trying to remember how I was feeling. I was feeling a bit disappointed in myself. Like, because before I got that pregnant, I was kind of like, I didn't know this is how marriage is going to be. I didn't know I'm going to face all this. I'm going to walk out from this marriage. I'm going to walk out from everything. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't have anybody to talk. Nobody talked to me when I was growing up about how husband's house will be, what you face in husband's house. Nobody tell me. Nobody. You know what I mean, guys? So I was thinking that when I got married, as I said earlier, everything will be, you know, smooth, no wala, nobody will stress me, and you know, everything will just be going love, like the one we're dating, the way our love, you know, we are still love, but you know what I mean, guys. When you the first time when you are dating your husband, when you guys are dating, things are different, and when you guys grow, when you guys marry each other, you start having baby, things will begin to, you know what I mean, and you know, you begin to, little thing will upset you, and you want to express your feelings. Maybe your husband wants to express his feelings, you two want to express your feelings, but I wish I have somebody that tell me then before I got married that, okay, oh, this is thing you can do, this thing you cannot do. But as the year was going by, I learned all that myself. Yes. Okay, so when I got pregnant, I was a bit disappointed in myself that I'm not even sure if this marriage can last. with everything I'm going through right now. And it's not like I'm going through anything really. It's just like my husband and I will have little misunderstanding, and then that's it. I'll be so worried. And the reason why I was worried is because I didn't know I'm going to go through anything. I just believe that since, you know, I'm living with somebody, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. When I have my own house, when I have my own husband, you know, I didn't know that there are challenges everywhere, just challenges everywhere. Even my children, me and my children fight sometimes, not physical fight, but you know, sometimes when I do something, my children will tell me off straight away that, "Mommy, that is nonsense. You don't do that, mother." I'm like, "Oh, really? Now your father sent you?" You know what I mean, guys? So, you know, everybody have misunderstanding. I'm not just saying I have misunderstanding with my husband, even me and my kids, even my mom. You know, my mom that I didn't live with, sometimes we're on the phone, we have misunderstanding. I'm like, "Mother, just don't call me again, or I'll block you, I'll delete your number," you know. So I was a bit disappointed in myself that whole, and at the same time I was so happy that I'm gonna have another baby. And another way, I'm also like a bit ashamed, like my daughter is just turn 1 and I'm pregnant again. What will people say? Because I kind of have that mentality back home, what people always say when you're pregnant with toddler, they're like, you know, they'll be gossiping all over about you. So when I got pregnant with my second daughter, I wear black through my whole pregnancy. When I even had my daughter, people that know me, that don't see me on daily basis, they didn't know that I even had another daughter. They were thinking maybe I'm just babysitting from a friend or something. I'm like, it's my daughter. And they're like, when did you get pregnant? When did you have this baby, you know? So when I had my second daughter, I decided that enough is enough. I need to fight. I need to fight. I need to fight. I can't continue like this. Otherwise, I'll go mental. So you guys guess, who did I fight with? I fight with me. I fight with myself, because as I said, anytime my husband and I have arguments, I'm always crying. I'll just lock myself. I'm very unhappy. And I said to myself, when baby number 2 came, I said to myself that I need to be happy. I need to make myself happy, because if I'm not happy, God forbid, if I'm stressed for unnecessary things, God forbid, if anything happened to me, who's going to look after my children? Who's going to look after these 2 girls? So I start fighting myself. I fought myself, and yeah, I fight and everything is okay. And I begin to learn that it's not everything that you see you must react to, or anything your husband tell you you must react to. And I also see that, you know, my husband too, I know he's a very patient man. I always say, if he doesn't marry me, nobody will marry me. Nobody, you know. But I begin to learn. We begin to learn, me and him, we begin to learn how life is, you know. So when I hear some people saying, I'm not happy in this marriage, I'm not happy, it's because you don't want to be happy in the marriage. If you want to be happy, you'll be happy. I tell you guys, when I was newly married in my marriage, I was not happy. It's like the whole battle I've been fighting, that I thought I was winning, was coming back. And I decided that no, enough is enough. And I fight. And I win. Today now, I'm the happiest woman yet. Well, I'm not going to say I finished fighting. I'm still fighting, and I'm learning every day. So I'm using this opportunity to tell you women out there that be happy in your marriage. Try to make yourself happy, because if you don't make yourself happy, nobody will make you happy. The same reason, the same thing I always say, that if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. You have to love yourself first. So you have to make yourself happy. If you don't make yourself happy, you don't expect other people to make you happy, because there are other people are busy trying to make themselves happy. So you have to make yourself happy before somebody will make you happy. Make yourself happy even before your husband will make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And that's exactly what I did, and that is what is helping me in my marriage. I'm making myself happy. Some things that I will see that, or something that my husband will say that I will think, I'm gonna react to this. How can you say that to me? How can you say this? Or maybe sometimes I just get upset on unnecessary things. Maybe sometimes, I'll tell you guys one. Maybe sometimes when I cook, or maybe, okay, let me tell you this. This one is more interesting. Like the other day, my husband came home, and it was like, he didn't came home. That's another one. The other day, my husband was watching TV, and he said, "Oh, Daddy, I'm so hungry. Can you make me food? Can you make me pounded yam? I'm so hungry." And I went to the kitchen, I make him pounded yam, only for my husband to finish. He have like quarter of the food. I'm like, why did you tell me to go and make this food when you know that you cannot eat? And I got upset. I'm like, why am I upset? If he doesn't feel like eating it, that doesn't mean I should be upset, right? But before I will react to it, like things like that, I react to it. I will tell him off straight away that you must finish this food. Why didn't you finish it? You said I should make this food. You are hungry, so why do you want to waste it? So there are something that I just like, oh, you didn't eat it. Why didn't you eat it? You know, I'm like, okay, I just need to move on. You know, let me move on in life. And those are the things that is helping me. I'm looking younger than my age. There are some things that when you see, don't react to. Just make yourself happy. Think about your children. You have to think about your children, okay, guys? Make yourself happy. Don't say, oh, I'm not happy in my marriage. I'm waiting for somebody else to come and make me happy. My husband is not making me happy. Hello, make yourself happy and make your husband happy, okay? So that is it on this topic. I hope this helped one of you out there. You have to make yourself happy in your husband's house, okay? Okay, and if you are close to your mom, let's have idea what husband's house is like when you are married, because you are different people. My husband like blue. My husband's favorite color is blue. My favorite color is red. Want to live together. It's not gonna be easy as we are seeing it. When you start living together, you're married as couple. But we thank God. We thank God. A lot of people are out there celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, 40. I pray to do that as well. I will gist you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.